That's right, folks. Longtime owner Mr. Krabs is opening a new restaurant called the Krusty Krab 2. First of all, congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money.
All right, so there it is, $400. What's our max? 5. So we're gonna get 5 Galactus. I don't know. I guess I wanted to use this video to share my thoughts about, as a store, buying Galactus from the Haslab and why are we doing it and how do we feel about it. I guess. Why are we doing it? Well, that's pretty simple.
Money.
It's for the new customers who just started collecting Marvel Legends, right? Because there are going to be people who are going to start from next month onward collecting Marvel Legends, and there's no other way to get Galactus except for Haslab or from another vendor who has also bought it from Haslab. We want more ways to make money as a store, right? So one of the ways is to buy it from Haslab and resell it eventually in a year and a half time. So what do I think about this? Well, it is a bit different for us because as a store, you have to buy products, and you pay your distributor, you get the product, and you can sell it. So hopefully, when you buy a product, you can sell it, and then within 3 months, you want to be sold out to that product, and you want to have that money available for the new item, right? Because you don't want to have just dead inventory, right, standing there for more than 3 months, because then it's like money is not rotating, and then your next release you're gonna buy less because you have less money available to you to buy for the next release, which is like just money that's just locked up, and you can't buy the next product because you have your money stuck there, and then you end up going in this downward spiral. Oh, I have less money, gonna buy less new products, which is gonna make me less sales. I'm gonna have less money for the next new product, and going in a circle, buying less product, and that's obviously a terrible situation to be in as a retailer. And in this situation, it's like, okay, I can buy 5. That's $2,000. That's $2,000 which I can just spend to buy 10 cases of a new Marvel Legends series. That I can buy 10 cases and sell it, and the next 3 months, 2 months later, a new case can come out. I can buy another 10 cases, right? So that's what I would ideally like to do with the money. But in this case, it's like, okay, I'm gonna pay $2,000 now. I'm not gonna be able to sell Galactus for a year and a half. It's releasing in fall of 2022. So it is a long wait, and it's a long wait to have our money, because they're going to take our money at the end of, I believe, August 30th. They're going to take our $2,000 from our account. Now, there is a slight benefit for us as a store. It's like, oh, the margin of this, if we're looking at the pricing of the other figures, it's like, oh, okay, Unicron started at $575, and it's going for about $1,800 now on eBay. These are the last sold listings that I've seen. So, that's about, a triple in your money. So that's not bad. That's very high margin. 200% margin is a crazy markup, right? And then we have the Sentinel, which was going for $350 US at the start, and now it's going for about $700, $800 US. So then, that's a double up, right? That ain't also too bad. And of course, the Razor Crest, which was $350, and now I'm seeing it for $800, $900 US on eBay. Last sold listing. That's definitely a very high margin, right? Like, stores would love to have those kind of margins, right? That is, food and beverages and some other like high fashion clothing. It's not usually a toy market because margins are less than 30%. Think of it as, if we buy something for $10, we're gonna sell it for $13. Historically, the toy industry has one of the smallest margins ever. Like, this isn't generally for collectibles, that the margins are very small, because it's people who are passionate, so then they're gonna fight to keep their hobby alive, so they're gonna race to the bottom. It's very common in this industry. So the margins are very tight, and it's sometimes, you can make a sale with zero profit, but, you just have to make the sale so you can get your money back. The question for me as a store owner is, what am I going to do with this $2,000? So $2,000, okay, I can buy, I don't know, 10 cases of Marvel Legends and, hopefully sell them out, and then buy another 10 cases and sell them out, and then buy another 10 cases and sell them out. And hopefully, how many cases of these Marvel Legends are they gonna release? One every month. So what, we have a year and a half, so we have anywhere from like 10 to 15 new Marvel Legend waves will probably come in. So if this was coming from the Marvel Legends budget for our store, so that's about like 10 different waves. So when you think like, okay, that 30% times 10, that's like 300%, right? So all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, that seems like more margin. If you think about it, like if you compound it, like, okay, 30%, but then you're gonna get 30%, then you're gonna sell that 10 cases, then you're gonna buy 11 cases maybe next time, or 13 cases, and then you're gonna sell those 13, and get in 15 cases. Hopefully the business is doing well, obviously, and you're assuming that you're selling out of all the 10 cases you're buying. So if you compound that, then all of a sudden that's a lot more money than if we were just to put our money into this project. But at the same time, it's obviously a lot harder to sell 12 cases and then 15 cases and 13 cases, while here we're just like, okay, 5 figures, like literally Galactus times 5, and you have that huge amount of profit. You're taking a huge risk. Like if something happened, like the figures like has terrible quality control, then people don't want it anymore. It's like, or like if the lights turn on and then like the toy ignites into fire, it's like, okay, well, this is gonna be very hard to sell, right? Now, do I think the price point is hurtful? No, I actually don't think the price point is too bad, because $400 actually is very reasonable. First of all, it's the biggest Marvel Legends figure ever made by Hasbro, right? And if you look at it, it's $400. The Sentinel was $350. People were crazy for the Sentinel at $350. So $400 for Galactus seems incredibly fair. Like, you're getting a lot more. He's a lot taller. I'm comparing Galactus to your average hot toy cost, right? So your hot toy cost, just type in hot toys and then you see Iron Man, and that obviously sells very well, and it's going for $400 to $700, no problem, right? So at the end, I'm thinking like, okay, well, there are people out there who do buy hot toys, right? Obviously, the company's still running, and the same thing with our high end, right? So we have some 3.0, and the same thing. Our Megatron is going for about 600 Canadian dollars. So it's no problem for those collectors who are used to collecting high end stuff. I don't know, guys. It's a balance here that I'm trying to think of. It's like, okay, $2,000, boom, we can just park it into the Galactus for a year and a half. I'm not gonna see a penny of that $2,000. I can't buy another product, so it's that cost for me of, okay, I just put $2,000 into this, but I'm not gonna be. It's not just, oh, I don't have $2,000. It's, no, I put $2,000 into this product, but I don't have $2,000 to put into a new product. Like, $2,000, you can really just get a new product wave, right? So like, okay, there's so many things that you want to buy as a toy store, right? Or at the same time, you can just look at a new line of hot toys, or save up for Christmas and then it's just buy a bunch of Mandalorians, and having $2,000 of Mandalorians, that sounds pretty good, right? Or $2,000 of NECA, or get a new line, so like get Mythic Legion or WWE. So there's some new lines, right? Or Amber Collection, which right now we're starting to get into. Whatever a business has to do to survive, right? We can get more Nerf guns and just shoot each other more, right? That would be like something I want, right? Or more Funko Pops. Galactus, $400. Look at him. He has his hand out like this thing.
Give me money.
I don't know. Like, what do you think? Do you think this is like a crazy idea that as a store that we're buying this, or we should probably just like ignore it, put our money into our main staples? But I just feel like that'll be a missed opportunity if we don't get it. And I've already bought the Razor Crest and the Sentinel, so hopefully they'll be coming in soon. I don't know. I guess like wishful thinking is, I wish that Hasbro would let us like buy it wholesale and then we can sell it at $400. That would be my I wish there was like a retailer Kickstarter. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be nice like if retailers, like all the retailers, can give Hasbro money and says, okay, you know what, we'll give you like the money and let us sell it for you. I mean, I would definitely be up for that.
Blah blah blah. Remember to like, please.